Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Half a Nice Day podcast with your boy Joshua, J Money, J Swag, all of the above, and this one,
and Janine.
this just random
Just
person,
the normal Janine.
person.
I have no
You
other
need more
names.
energy, dude.
I don't have a DJ name. I don't have J Swag or J Money or anything like
those
that.
those are not my DJ names. My DJ name is DJ JD. Swag, dude, swag. Sheesh, guys, sheesh. Wait for that drop. Boom, bow, wow.
This is what happens when we don't record for over a month.
For 4 weeks, we haven't released an episode, and I feel so bad because a lot has happened. Actually, not a lot has happened in the last week, but we were about to record it, and something else happened. Something had taken our attention by storm.
Which is?
Watching Squid Game. Oh my god,
It's
guys.
been 2 weeks now that we were all set to record. The plan was, let's get home, we'll record, and then while eating, be like, let's just watch one episode.
One episode, and that ended up being like 4 episodes.
And one episode is like, what, an hour, right?
I know it varies. So like one of them was like 1 hour 10 minutes. One of them was 30 minutes. Remember?
The 30
Because you were like,
minutes
that's
one.
just 30 minutes. We can just watch
Just
this and get
watch
over
it,
with it.
yeah.
But then, yeah.
Towards the end, I think it was like the 7th.
8th, I think.
Yeah. How many episodes are
I
there?
don't know.
8 or 9, something like that.
Something like that, yeah. But the second last, if I'm not mistaken,
Yeah.
was
Because I remember
quite
we
short.
saw it because we were like, enough. Like, you have
We
to go
actually
home.
stopped the TV, and then when you stop, you see the time bar pop up, and we're like, oh, this is a 30-minute episode. What can go wrong? Time will not even fly in this moment. But little did we know.
Yeah.
Janine Curry.
It took us by storm.
Yeah.
And it took everyone by
It
storm.
took the world by storm.
Yeah.
Like to be honest, Korea's producing some banging like TV and movie stuff recently.
Entertainment all over, not just like movies and series, like everything.
Yeah.
Song, K-pop, K-drama.
They're giving like Hollywood honestly a run for its money.
My question though is, why does it have to be called K? Can't we just call it pop music?
No, they want
or
to identify
drama.
them as K-drama. If you say pop music, then the first thing that pops up into your head is Justin Bieber. But if you say K-pop, then
Yeah, but why does it have to be specified as K? Why does it have to be like the US only has the pop music?
because they're like the forerunners of it. Like now, even Japanese when they put out
I know,
music,
J-pop.
it's J-pop. Yeah,
I know. Which is, I don't know, weird to me.
No, I think it's okay to identify yourself
Yeah,
as a
maybe to each their
a
own.
letter. Yes.
To me, I just don't understand it. Like, why? Like, just call it pop.
Okay, let's say this.
Pop music.
You're in a club and you
Yeah.
ask the DJ, play some pop music. In your head, you have BTS. And he plays, okay, I'll play pop music for you. Then he goes and plays NSYNC. And then
Dirty pop.
Jink, jink,
Dirty pop.
yow.
People always. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so onward. But yes, I think it's a good way to identify because there's so much music out there in the world.
Okay.
So I think it's just a way for them to identify themselves as, yes, if you're listening to BTS or what else is a Korean band? I don't even know. But yeah,
The girls, what, Blackpink.
yeah, Blackpink,
Yeah.
yes. So those are the things that identify as Korean, and they're proud of it. They own it.
Mm-hmm.
That's just my theory.
Okay. Speaking of theories.
Dun dun dun. So
So
guys, this episode is basically dedicated to our own theories and some that we have also taken on the internet about the whole Squid Game
Yeah.
series. And obviously, if you haven't watched it, please feel free to stop and maybe come back to this episode in the
Spoiler
future.
alert.
Major spoilers going on, guys, but I'm pretty sure like 99.99% of you have actually seen Squid Game or even binged it like yours truly and
This is
her
like-
true.
99.9% of the germs will be killed.
Yeah. You know why they put that, right? Because there's no product, no solution that is out there that can actually kill 99 points. Yeah.
100%.
And it'll not be good for your immune system if they actually wipe out all the germs because you need germs to increase.
Not germs, bacteria.
Bacteria for your
Because there's good and bad
What is that word?
bacteria
yes.
for your inner
Bad,
flora
good.
of bacteria.
Yeah, inner flora.
Mm.
Your inner flora. That's what I wanted to say. That's the word
Okay, dude.
flora butter.
Okay, dude.
Dude.
Fine.
Okay, so
Wait, before we talk about that, can I please do my Happy News of the Week.
Bling! We still
So-
got that.
Even after 4 weeks.
We still got that. We still got that.
So there is this calm line that people can call for free in Colombia, the country of Colombia. NY Times, New York Times, is actually calling it the anti-machismo hotline because it urges angry and jealous men to call in and dial in. So an average of about 12 men per day from all walks of life call the calm line when they are afraid their rage will quickly spiral into a physical or altercation with their spouse, with their wives, with whoever they think that they might actually hurt. I was going to say harm and hurt, and then I said herm.
That could be a new word.
Herm.
I wonder how this hotline works, though.
You just call it, I guess.
Okay,
when
so let's say I call this hotline.
Yeah.
Okay? Dring,
Yeah.
dring.
Bring.
Answer.
Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Who are you?
Hi, my name's Joshua, and I'm very angry today.
How may I help you, sir?
I'm very angry. My wife, she didn't cook me my fried rice today and just made regular rice.
Okay, sir. First of all,
And I'm really angry. I'm about to hit her.
Okay, first of all, sir, make sure that you get out of your house. Get away from where she is.
Where am I supposed to go? I have nowhere else to go.
Outside of your house.
No, there's
Step
criminals.
out of the
there's
door.
criminals outside. I will be then.
But if you don't go outside, you're turning into a criminal, sir.
Better here than outside.
Sir, listen to me. Deep breaths. In, out. In, out. Sir, it has to be more than that.
No, I already have my.
Breathe in and then hold it for 3
I already
seconds.
have my fist
Breathe
locked.
in. 1, 2, 3. Out. 1, 2, 3. In again. 1, 2, 3. Out. 1, 2, 3.
This doesn't make me feel better. I'm still angry.
And what is
I want
the
fried
root?
rice.
What? Okay, sir.
My mom used to make fried rice for me every day as a
Okay,
child.
how about we call your mom and
No,
we ask
something
her
else
to cook?
happened to her. I already took care of her.
In what way, sir?
I'm gonna hang up now. Bye.
Sir? Sir, hello? Hello?
And scene.
Hel-
That's part 1.
That's such a bad scene, though. I'm sure people who call them actually, you know,
it's like a suicide prevention hotline, but for anger.
yeah.
So I think it's a very cool way. Like,
See,
it's on demand
the first,
service.
one of the calm line psychologists said, the first thing I have to tell you is that you can't control this. You can't control your anger.
Can't.
So
Why?
you have to let them out.
Okay.
You have to let them, like,
But not on the woman.
of course.
Huh.
Yeah. In the end, this was her decision. What you can do in this case is think about how you're going to handle it. Okay? See?
I wonder if it's such a big problem in Colombia that they had to dedicate something like this.
I'm sure if there's always a problem that people need to solve, right? People do something to solve a problem or an issue.
That's true.
So
That's actually really cool, though. I really like the fact that all these kinds of services like therapy or even something like this is now moving to a platform where it is easily accessible to everyone. Like everyone in the world, not everyone, but most people in the world have access to a mobile phone. So I think it's a really good idea that they've actually started something like this.
yeah, because we have to eradicate that mentality that you have to go into angry mode when you're mad.
Yeah. I think
You have to.
I'm one of the few blessed people who are actually very, very patient when it comes to things like this.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I can never see myself hurting you.
Or having a rage.
Yeah.
Yeah, an inner rage. Yeah.
I've been in rage. Well, I have crazy road rage though. Like crazy.
Yeah, you do.
Like
You
she
do.
knows it more than anyone.
Yeah.
Like if someone cuts me off or if someone like comes close to my car or does something
You
like
get protective.
oh I try to like race this guy and then I go in front of him and like get all fast and furious and like I try to jump inside his car. Happened
When
like,
have you ever done that?
like twice it has happened. Like recently I could think of one instance.
Really now?
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, you know, like and I just honestly just tried
Why are
to
you making stuff up?
jump
dude?
onto his car and it's like
Okay.
you cut me off, that's not good.
Oh.
Say sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah.
Because
but-
life is not fair,
Life is never fair.
right?
This is how Squid Game is.
Exact-
Squid Game is.
Squid Game.
But
Squid Game. It's game, not games,
yeah, it's
right?
Squid Game.
Game, yeah.
But you know what? I think
Mm.
out of you and me, I think you would survive before I do.
I would survive Squid Game. Getting in.
Not survive. You would not make it to the end, but you'll make it further than me.
I won't make it to the
You
end.
will not make it to the end.
You really think I won't make it to the end?
No.
Okay.
Because you don't have that grit, that demon burning inside of you that like, I need to win this.
Mm.
And I won't stop at any like,
So like,
I will go through it.
what was his name? Song Woo?
Song,
Song
yeah,
Woo?
I don't know their names. So before we begin,
Yeah.
I don't know anyone's name. I'm just gonna describe the character and then tell the story of like
Yeah,
my
you're not
theories.
good at this.
I'm so bad at names, especially Korean names.
Yeah.
But you don't have. I don't think you have that evil inside you where you're like, I need to win, and there's nothing that's gonna stop me. Like I will throw people off the bridge. I don't think you'll be able to do that.
And you do?
No, I told you I would. I think. See, I can easily survive the first game.
Right.
I can
yeah.
survive.
What was the second game? The first game was
second
the
game
running.
was the honeycomb.
No, the first game was green light.
Yeah. First game is
red light,
first
green light.
game is red light, green light.
Second
Is
is honeycomb. Okay.
I would survive that.
You have steady hands, yeah, because we
yeah.
did the
We did that steady
challenge
hand, see.
earlier.
That's not a thumbnail, guys. That's actually see, wow. That's not a screenshot that I just put in with my editing skills. That was actually me in real time.
Oh my god.
Third game is a tug of war. that's muscles, dude. Muscles. This is Muscle Beach.
Okay.
Fourth game was.
But you'll never be able to partner up with. You always choose the wrong people.
No. Guys, first of all, I know the winning team in any game when it comes to like any sport that is out there. I know like, okay, this guy has the mind, this guy's the muscle. So I really know how to choose a very, very solid team.
Okay, so you're strategic in that way.
Very strategic. Otherwise, I have to be the one who lifts the team up by myself.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I'm not proud
'Cause
of
you're a
thi-
born
I'm sort
leader.
of proud of this, but I do have like the perfect mix when it comes to like muscle, brain, wit, reactions, agility. So yeah, but I think I would honestly, if
I don't know where you're getting this confidence from, dude.
I saw Squid Game and I'm like
And now you think you can.
100%.
You know who you are in the game? You're Ali. You have the strength. You have the kindness.
Strategic mind,
mind.
but easily fooled. Do you think? No. I think I will be
It's
able to.
not easily fooled, but you're kind. It's your kind heart.
And that's a disadvantage to me in games like this.
Yeah, but then Gihon was able to get out of
he
the
was very
games.
shrewd. I didn't like that. But I think I would.
Shrewd in what way? In the beginning,
Yeah.
without him being in the games. Yeah, but he still has a kind heart, right?
Maybe, I don't know.
Okay, let's step into it. What's your first theory?
No, but before I finish, I think where I would lose is the bridge game.
The bridge game.
Yeah.
Right. Because what would you pick? Would you wait for others to go ahead and pick numbers?
I would pick the middle numbers. Like what he said, like even before they
Yeah.
had that like, oh, stay with the majority, go in the middle instead of being the first or the end. I would go straight into the middle.
Right.
Because I don't know what's happening in the first. I don't know what's gonna happen at the end.
Right.
So I would pick a middle, but I think I would lose because I would step on the wrong glass. Yeah. And for me as well, I think I would die just by hopping from one glass to the other.
Yeah, like I don't even think, not just because you touch the glass, but even before touching the
Like
next
I'll take
glass.
a hop to the next one, even if it's the right
Because
one.
there's gaps in between these glass
Yes.
panes that you would actually need to hop into. But one of the two glass that you could hop into could lead to your death.
Yeah.
Because one glass can be as strong as maintaining two people on it, or one glass can just be shattered in a pin drop.
Yeah.
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 So
no, but I don't think like I would definitely hit the right glass, but I would miscalculate my jump. Either jump too ahead or too little, and then like just fall in a gap or something.
right.
That's what I think. Plus, I have sweaty feet as well.
Oh,
so
yeah.
So it'll be
Me,
like,
I don't think I will be able to survive that just because I'm super scared of heights. You know that, and open
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
spaces.
So that's where no, but I
So-
think you would actually make it to the end, but you would lose Squid Game.
Okay. So
Yeah.
like me and someone else.
You and someone else for sure. Like I think you would have picked. What would you pick? The last?
I would pick like closer to the last.
Okay, so like how many were there? 11?
16. There were
Okay.
16.
Yeah, so you'd pick like 14 or something.
Something
Yeah?
like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that's a smart move.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would pick like what Songwoo was 14, and then the
Yeah.
girl was 15, and then Gihon was 16.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even know that's the way to pronounce their names. I'm probably butchering them, but that's how I read it. That's how I read the what is it called? The subtitles.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But that's good. If you would win, then I'll be very happy for you. Like when I see you. Yeah.
Right.
Then I reveal that.
You know what?
am
I
the
think you have a
front man.
good chance. You know why? Because it's not just being strategic and being kind and being yourself, but it's also luck. You saw how lucky Gion was.
That's why the last episode was called My Lucky Day or
Yeah,
something.
because
Right?
he picked that number 1, and then this guy suddenly comes to him and then says, "Please, please give me number 1. I've always been someone who would be the last person.
Yeah, so I want to take
I
charge
want to
of my
take
life.
charge of my life."
And actually go first and
Yeah,
be the first one to choose.
for the first time ever.
Little did he know.
Right?
Yeah.
And this is where my first theory would get into place. But also during that time where Ilnam and him were paired
For the marble game.
for the marble
Yeah.
game, like a lot of people already started scouring around for their partner, and everyone thought that the best way to do it was to pick out the strongest, just like the tug of war. Little
And
did they
everyone wanted
know.
men, yeah.
Little did they know that the other person that they're gonna pick, one of them would actually die.
Yeah, one
So-
out of the two.
The theory there,
The theory there?
I'm looking so like I'm giving him a glaring eye because he loves touching his eye.
I don't love it, guys. It's just that the AC is on and it's drying out my eyes. So I'm just trying to rub it a little bit so it gets a bit wet.
But the way that you rub it is you poke your finger inside your eye, right? Like you can rub it from outside, just like this.
Okay, what's your theory?
Gosh, dude.
I would lose straight up. I'm like, what? I can't see anything.
Not well. You know how the girl left, right? The girl was the only one behind, and then everyone thought she was gonna die.
Which girl?
That girl, that annoying girl, Oppa, who loves the guy with the snake tattoo.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
The
yeah,
curly
yeah,
haired
yeah, yeah,
girl,
yeah,
the
yeah.
first one who started kneeling down saying she hasn't named her kid yet.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Who lied?
Yeah.
I don't think she has a kid.
You never know.
No one knows. Anyway, so everyone thought she was gonna die because no one picked her, right? But looking back, maybe that spot was supposed to be Ilnam's spot, Gihun, because no one would pick an old, frail man, right?
Oh, yeah, to partner up, yes.
To partner up with, and you would see that he was like sitting down, like he purposefully thought like I'm done, like
Yeah, he did.
he was purposefully showing everyone I know no one's gonna pick me, so I'm gonna sit in the corner.
Yeah, he purposely put himself
And he
somewhere
was
a
just
little
like
bit
looking
far,
down, and he was just like
waiting for everyone to pick their partner.
Exactly.
So he could go back in
yeah,
and not die.
yes, and then that could be like his scapegoat, like that can be like his story of he died in that way. They would just take him aside.
Oh, okay. So that, because it was an
That-
odd number of players, right?
Because there was an odd number
So
of
they-
players. Yes.
So they could take him, that'll be a way that everyone assumed he died.
Yes.
Oh, okay. That's actually a very good theory.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did not see that one.
So
Yeah.
if in case like no one picked him,
that would just be the end of him.
that would be the end of him.
Yeah, it would be the end of him.
Yeah.
Interesting.
The end of him, but that's his way of getting out of the games.
and going
And
back
then
to
the
his
rest,
seat.
the rest he can like just
Yeah.
watch from behind
Behind
the
scenes.
scenes. Yeah.
You know, but from the first game itself, I knew there was something up with this old man.
He got this, by the way.
I told you,
he nailed
right?
it. Yeah.
I think there's something. I think the old man is the one who's actually behind everything.
Yeah.
Because there were two things, two primary things which I noticed.
Yeah.
When I continued reading on, like in my research and everything, there was more than that. But the two things that actually really caught my attention was the fact that he was smiling in the first game.
Mm.
Like he was running, doing the red light, green light, and he was like had a cheeky smile. I'm like, I know he has a brain tumor, but he isn't stupid to see like people around him die.
Mm.
So I'm like, okay, maybe that's. I thought maybe it was
I
like
genuinely thought that, he knew that he was gonna die eventually, and he was
just enjoying
probably
his
just enjoying
game.
his
Yeah.
which turned out to be true.
Exactly,
Right?
exactly.
On his deathbed, he
Yes.
said he was truly just enjoying the last few minutes
Yeah, it was.
of
He was brought back to when he was a child.
yeah.
Yeah.
He wanted to be in the games
Yeah.
as well because he just literally wanted to enjoy
Yeah.
how it was when he was a child,
Yeah.
playing hide and go seek, playing red light, green light, and
Tug of war
Tug of
with
war, all of that.
marbles. Yeah.
yeah.
And the second thing was during the riot
yeah.
when all the lights were off.
People were about to kill each other.
People were
and
killing each
just-
other, and then the lights I think turned back on
No, it went into infrared mode.
infrared, and
Yeah.
they saw the old man at the top of the triple bunk bed,
Yeah.
and that bunk bed was still intact while every other bed was displaced, thrown on the floor, one lying over there, and he was at the top of it safely.
Hmm.
And it was like really weird. Like, how did he get all the way there? And then when he says stop, because I think that's one of the parts we actually got really scared.
Yeah. Me too. I thought he was gonna die at that point or something, or like he's gonna jump to his death or something like that. I don't know.
Oh yeah,
And I'm so attached to this character. I'm super
Janine
attached.
Fell in love with this.
Yeah.
With this old man.
So I felt very, very betrayed.
Yeah, but then when he said stop, the front man immediately also said stop this. Turn on the
yeah,
lights.
he was like, I'm scared. Stop it. Stop, everyone. Stop fighting. You're making me really scared.
Yeah.
And then it zooms into the front man. And then the front man decides to stop the game,
Yes.
stop the riot, like
Yeah.
switch on the lights again so that everyone
Mm.
will be disoriented and stop fighting.
And stop, yeah, and understand what's happening in the.
Yeah, I think
in
that's
the
when
room.
you knew. That's when it hit you, right?
That's when something else hit me. I'm like,
That's when he started saying, like, I think there's something on with this old man. And I'm like, no, because I'm too attached to this old man and I didn't want to believe it.
And then one was a very clear cut scene, but before that, another theory now, where the old man wanted to test the kindness of what's his name, the main guy,
Gihun.
Gihun.
Yeah.
Remember there was a scene when he opens his blanket and he's like lying down and he's peed himself.
Yeah.
And if you notice, there was a water bottle
Hmm.
beside him, and then remember he goes to get water and then he tries to give it to him, but it was empty. And then the girl comes and gives her water.
Yeah.
There are theories as well that he put the water on him.
Yeah.
Finished it over there on his pants, so it looked like he peed himself,
Yeah.
just to get the sympathy of Gihun.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, okay, maybe that's also a very good theory because it was empty when he tried, and they actually like made a whole scene about him like trying to pull out water and there was nothing in it.
Yeah.
But then the final scene, when I knew it was him, surefire way, they showed the main man
Yeah. This
and
is
his
where,
mask
yeah,
from the back, and he had the exact same,
white hair.
white hair, same style of haircut from the back, and I'm like, oh, that's him. That's
Yeah,
him.
and then they zoomed into the hand, right? And the hand looked really old.
Really
like,
old, yeah. So I'm like,
shaky and really old.
I know it.
Yeah.
This is my theory.
And then you started saying, "Oh, this is the old man," and I'm like,
how
"No."
how could you tell from that? I'm like,
Yeah,
but my vision though.
yeah, but it was already getting to me. I'm like, please don't let it be the old man. Please don't let it be the
Yeah,
old man.
I think you didn't want it to be. that
yeah,
way.
because I was so attached to
Yeah.
him. I cried the whole Marbles episode.
Oh yeah, Janine was crying the whole time, and also when they shot him in the marbles, they never showed.
They never showed him.
But at the same time, they never showed Ali also being shot.
Yeah.
But in the next episode, they started the episode with a hole in his head.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So there were a
Okay.
lot of theories saying that Ali is also might be alive, but it was
No.
debunked already in the next episode when they showed
Yeah.
the hole in his head. Yeah, because that was
Yeah,
the opening
everyone,
scene.
every single important player who died, they actually showed how that person got killed,
Yeah.
except for this old Ilnam guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's another theory about that whole like marble situation. I read it online. So the fallback, if in case someone picks him and he gets into the game, is that he would find another set of marbles in his house.
Mm-hmm.
He kept saying that this house is the same as his old house, and he was saying that there was one phrase where he said, "Everything that I needed is here." And people were thinking that what he meant by everything that he needed was like another set of or another bag of marbles. So they would be able to convince the front man and the guards that, hey, we both have 20 or 10 marbles. I forgot how many marbles each would have.
Oh yeah, 20 each.
20 each.
And I also read that same theory.
Yeah.
And there was something else about like how everyone started getting really panicky and very frantic in that whole moment.
Yeah.
No one even bothered to explore the houses and see what was there in the surroundings.
Yeah. And he was like very entranced by the whole thing. Like, this looks like my old house. But
That was clearly acting though.
yes.
Yeah?
But there was another theory, so many theories, where Gi-hoon said, and this is where I'm sure you also have other theories of Il-nam might be Gi-hoon's father
Yeah.
because of many things. And one of those things is when he was saying that his surroundings looked like how it looked like when he was young and he was with his family and his son.
Mm-hmm.
And Gi-hoon then started saying, oh, actually, yeah, the
Yeah, this
street.
is like my neighborhood.
Yeah, the
right?
streets.
Growing up,
Yeah,
yeah.
growing up, the streets look very similar to when I was growing up. So,
Actually, my sister actually told me that, and it never occurred to me that he could be the father. That's something that never actually came
Yeah.
in my mind. But another part, like something like similar what you said. Oh, the neighborhood. Oh, my house is something like this. This looks like my area.
right.
The milk incident. Do you remember that?
Yeah. When they were
Do you
giving
know it?
cookies and milk.
Yeah, but do you know what this?
No.
Remember
Yeah, he was just saying that he was
saying
lactose
he's
intolerant.
lactose intolerant, so he couldn't have it. So he rather have a chocolate instead.
Yeah.
And then Ilnam, the old man, he also said, "Oh, my child was also lactose intolerant, so you must have gotten a lot of beatings growing up for like not wanting to drink milk."
Mm,
So again, it showed that I could be your father, and I just want to tell you.
right.
And it also goes all the way to the end where another theory is that he wanted 456 to be the successor of the Squid Game, and he leaves back his legacy with his son. Again,
Really?
I don't know.
Where's
Yeah.
that from?
What?
456.
456? That's his number.
No, I know. But how, like...
No, I didn't know his name, so I just said.
Oh,
he
okay.
was-
I was like, what are you talking
no,
about?
456.
Yeah, he
was-
wanted Gi-hoon to be the successor of the games.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, and something that we both missed was when that police officer was looking in the files,
Right?
and there was no 001. Remember when you opened it, it already started 002.
Yeah, it was 02. So
Yeah.
001.
So that was also a sure fire way, but it slipped through my
Yeah. Because
peripherals.
001 is always the guy, always Ilnam.
Yeah,
And he was never in the records.
yeah,
But it's crazy to think that the games have been going on for like years and years and years.
yeah.
1995, even more, right? That was the first file that was shown on the video. I can't remember, but something like that.
yes.
How crazy it is that every single year
Uh-huh.
something like that would happen and none of the authorities would actually know that something like that was running under their noses.
Yeah, so remember there was the scene when he was trying to, in the beginning when 456 went to the police station, they're all making fun of him.
Yeah.
So maybe it's a way of like, oh crap, he knows about it, so let's just try to brush it off under the rug.
So you
and
think the authorities
this
know
guy-
about it?
I have a feeling, yeah, because he
Mm.
tried calling them. They could hear him for a second, and then
Mm.
it started getting really disoriented. The call, so maybe they were like, oh, he's actually on the island. Let's try to
Mm.
break up this call and stuff.
Mm.
Yeah, but what you said, just to go back, is my favorite theory actually,
What?
because I even told this to my mom,
Yeah.
is that they mentioned that in like what you said, this happens almost every year, but there's a different versions of it that happen in the multiverse basically.
Mm.
So like what you said, that it started in 1995, but then in one of the episodes, the VIP says, "Oh, Korea, the Squid Game of Korea is actually my favorite."
Edition.
Is it
Yeah.
edition? So they're saying that this Alice in Borderlands
Right.
is actually the Japanese version. Hunger Games is the American version.
Okay.
And something else, there was one more show that was actually like a different version. So it could all be like all these are all linked together to each other, and I really like that theory. Like it happens everywhere in the world, but
Right.
and they're just focusing on Korea now because there's no clear cut sign that's saying that there will be a season 2.
Yeah, I think the director was interviewed and he said that before he goes on making or producing season 2 of Squid Game, he will push out something else, another series, because he has something in the pipeline to put out. So
Mhm.
I don't think there's an end to it. There's no definite end from the director's perspective that he's not doing a season 2 just because it's such a hit. But it will take a while.
It'll take a while, and he also said that he's going to go read all these conspiracies that
He
is
said
there on
that?
the internet, just
And
so
he'll
he
feed
could
off
see
of that.
if he's lacking any ideas, then he can just feed off all these conspiracies that are there online and then try to make it work with that.
Right.
So he also mentioned that he is looking on the internet, seeing threads, seeing YouTube videos, all these conspiracies about the show, and he's gonna try to maybe build off that.
Yeah. Anything else you have?
I have one.
Theories?
I have one more.
Yeah.
You have one more?
I have one major one that I'll tell you.
I think we should end with that then.
Yeah. You tell yours
Okay,
then.
so there's so many out there that I've read, not all but almost all, and some of them are really absurd. Some of them have a few data or information to actually back it up. But the one that really I didn't see at all was the fact that the Korean girl, the North Korea defender,
Seongbuk.
not defender, deflector.
What?
What is the word when you defector, North Korean defector who left?
I don't know. Someone who fled North Korea.
Yeah, there's a word.
I don't know.
Defector, not defender though. Okay.
I have no idea.
The girl who fled North Korea, the fact that there's news or there's a conspiracy that she might still be alive.
How though? They buried her in that box.
They buried her, slit of the neck of the
Yeah.
throat is a sure sign of
Yeah.
someone dying.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you noticed, but anytime someone dies, that lady on the intercom, she's like, 4, 5, 6 eliminated. 1, 2, 3 eliminated.
And we didn't hear it.
And when she died, there was no intercom voice about saying player ding ding ding.
And anything that the only thing that happened was he thought that the guards would come in to help him, but they were bringing in a box.
That was my favorite scene, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because I thought they actually opened the door and they were like,
to help.
we're gonna help because this is not as per the Squid Game policy.
Yeah.
Everything needs to be fair, and since they're left to 3 players, they all have to participate in the last game. So I thought they opened. I'm like, oh wow, they're actually gonna help.
Yeah.
But little did I know, when they changed the camera angle,
Yeah.
they were holding that coffin. I'm like, wait 1 second.
Me too. I was like,
And
is
then
it the guy or the girl?
And they turned the camera, and they showed her like
Sungwoo with his
knife standing over her on her bed, and I'm like,
yeah, he went cool.
I got so angry. But that was actually a good theory because there was no intercom announcement about her being dead.
You know, speaking of who's not dead, Junho,
Who's Junho?
the brother, the police brother.
Oh yeah.
So many theories about him not being dead.
Most of the theories are actually based on him being there in second season to do
Right?
something, right?
Because why, if your main aim is to kill someone, you wouldn't shoot them in the shoulder.
Yeah.
You would shoot him. And I'm sure he's a trained, like he shot that police officer right in his head.
What?
Right? When he revealed his face, the doctor scene, and he came in and the front man shot the guy.
Yeah.
He has good aim. He's been shooting
But
a lot of
do
people.
Do you remember the first time they saw each other, or when the front man saw him?
The front man saw him. The ID?
No, it was actually when he was down in the tunnel and he looks down.
Oh.
And it's like, is that my brother?
Is that before the ID?
Yeah, before the ID.
Ooh.
Yeah, before the ID, because he wasn't able to enter inside the Squid Game
Right.
premise.
Right.
So remember, he went down, then he escaped through the water,
Yeah.
goes far, and then comes back
Yeah.
and then that's when they found his ID on the shore.
Right.
So I was like,
He found the ID on the dead man's body.
Oh wait, so I don't know if it was before or after then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When he was being eaten by the crabs.
Oh, that was
quite
a good
gory.
cool scene.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that like going back to that theory of the girl still being alive.
Right.
It's also that she's the only one who knows the actual location of where the place is. Remember when she was brought back into the van?
She was alive.
She covered her nose.
She wasn't like
She wasn't
asleep.
asleep or intoxicated by that smoke. So it could be, I don't know.
That's true. That never led into anything.
Yeah, her being.
Right?
It only helped her smuggling in that knife.
Yeah.
But other than that, she's the only one who
true.
actually knows.
She smuggled in the knife
Yeah.
because she was awake.
Yeah.
Maybe that was
So
it.
I don't know. Those are the two things which I feel could be played out in season 2, along with the red hair. Remember I told you? So
Yeah.
at the end, the red hair again symbolizes the fact that he would come back as a guard or something red, like so
Like he would play an important role
important role.
within the game.
And my last one, just on top of that, is the when he was in the train station with the guy,
Yeah.
and the guy opens the suitcase. There was a red and
A blue
and
card.
blue card which they have to smash. So there's also a lot of theories saying that depending on which color they choose,
Yeah.
they would be brought into that team. So the team would be either the guards or the
players, yeah. But the
So
players were green, so that's what I was like,
green, bluish. It's like it's
Yeah.
closer to blue than.
But also, like,
anything.
if you think about it, these guards are not really privileged, right? I mean, privileged in a way that they're not really playing the games, but also they would live in a tiny, tiny cell, and they had
follow orders,
yeah,
just like
follow
the
orders.
players.
They could only come out of it at a certain time. They have to get in at a certain time, and if in case their face or their identity ever, God forbid, gets revealed, then they die.
Yeah, so it's like how they say, right? They're both equals in the actual game. Like even the red,
Yeah.
as much as they didn't like to like reveal their face or
Right.
shoot someone, they had to do it because they were following the instructions from someone else.
Yeah, or else they would get killed
Yeah.
after. Yeah. So, I know.
So yeah,
It is a masterpiece, I would have to say.
it is. But to be
he
honest,
did
I really
really
liked Parasite so much better.
That's so different.
I know, but just relating it to like a form of Korean
Yeah.
TV,
Yeah.
Parasite was outstanding for me. I don't know why my
This is
a few-
outstanding too.
Really?
Yeah. You know what makes it, I think maybe we didn't get some points of it because I read this Korean girls, actually saw this Korean girls TikTok video saying that Netflix butchered the translation. There were so many things that if it was translated in a literal manner it would have such a deeper meaning
Uh-huh.
of how Korea is actually experiencing such a big gap between the rich of the rich and the poor of the poor, the poorest of the poor.
Yeah.
And it was a huge nod to how South Korea is at a really bad point in terms of the government and
The
humanity and the gap, equal pay, blah blah blah, all of that.
You were the one who's telling me about this, and
Yeah.
and you're like all these new movies
Yeah.
and all these new shows that are coming out of Korea.
Yeah,
They all have they all have a common theme about the gap between the rich and the poor.
yeah.
So
Even
it
with
really must be
Parasite
a pressing issue there,
in
and they
Korea.
want like it to be known to the world in
Yeah.
a way that people actually consume it, because no one will read a newspaper article now and say, oh, there's a big wage gap in Korea. But I think putting it out and portraying it in a film or TV
Right.
would actually make more sense to a lot of people.
Yeah.
But I want to hear this final
last
theory
theory.
because I don't apparently know it. Janine knows it, and she
I
said
don't know.
it's something
Maybe,
that'll blow my mind.
but more and more as the episodes progress and Gihun really expressed his anger towards Ilnam as if, you betrayed me. How could you do this? How could you even run such a game, a game of people killing each other, a game of this sort. But he was slowly turning into Ilnam as well.
How?
In a way that first point,
Oh, there's many points. I
Points.
like this. Go.
I have 2 points.
Okay.
First point was, remember when he was on his deathbed, Ilnam, and he says, you want to play a game?
Uh-huh.
And they were betting on this guy who was on the verge of dying because of
He was drunk in the
he was
in the
drunk and
cold.
he was passed out, and it was winter time. It was slightly snowing,
Mhm.
and he didn't have proper winter gear on, and people were just passing around and not giving him, the minute to help. And he says, you want to play a game? And he says, before midnight, if someone ends up helping the guy, then you could, what was the bet? Like I would give you something or whatever you want.
Oh yeah, what was the?
I forgot what the bet was from his end.
Something about people are good. Something about people are good.
No, but I forgot what his bet is.
Did he
like
put
what
something
his
on the
wage.
table?
Yeah, I forgot. But he said you could, if I win, I forgot, but if you win, you could do whatever. You could take whatever you want. You could do whatever you want. And Gihun said, if I win, I will kill you. I will kill you tonight. Something like that. Like if the clock strikes 12 and no one helps the guy, and someone helps the guy,
Okay.
I will kill you.
Okay.
Because he still believes in kindness. And then Gihon goes into a full-on speech of how people are not kind anymore. People don't help each other anymore. And, he doesn't believe in kindness anymore. And this is how he switched into, this mentality. That no one will give you the time of the day if you're a poor person, if you don't have proper education, if you don't have a good status in life. So that was the whole, moral of the story. But anyway, just before the clock strikes 12, someone came in to help and he started saying, look, there's still kindness in the world. But just before or at any point of the time, he could have gone down himself and helped that guy. Why was he there watching as a VIP, betting with Ilnam? And he was turning into the same type of people who were just watching people dying. And they could have helped. The VIPs could have helped. The front man could have helped.
It's actually an amazing
Ilnam
theory,
could have
right?
helped. Right?
He could have helped him himself.
They're just there.
But
They're
instead,
watching.
Yeah, they assumed...
This guy died and they're betting on his life.
Yeah. And
What if he died?
And they assumed the role... He assumed the role of the VIP in the situation where they're just watching and seeing...
Yeah.
How actually everything pans out instead of actually stepping in and helping them. Yeah,
Yeah.
he could have actually gone down.
Yeah.
Help that person.
He
'Cause
could
had,
see
a
that
solid
person.
20 minutes.
Yeah. I can't remember how much time, but he could have helped. Also, he's been there. He's been in that situation with how many? 46 billion? Something, whatever their currency is. Something. In his account.
Korean won.
And in 1 year, of course, I understand losing his mom and everything else. But why didn't you help anyone in 1 year? You just wasted your life.
No, he did help the child.
Yeah, but that was after this whole thing happened, right?
He didn't
As a
spend,
wake-up
he didn't
call.
spend a dime, yeah? He said that
Yeah,
he
he
was
didn't
still
spend a
living
dime.
life as he still
Yeah.
used to.
Like
As he used to.
as a drunk man and just wasting his life
Yeah.
away. He could have, if he really wanted to help, he could have helped
No,
people.
come on. Something like that was super traumatic on anyone. Losing the friends you made based on, people's greed for everything.
Yeah.
So he must have been traumatized at the fact that at what cost did I win all this money that
Yeah.
I don't want to save
It was
everything.
difficult for him.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I could see that he did help someone, and at the end he did reveal
But he was
himself
getting
in a
into
suit.
he was getting too excited into the games. Did you see how drunk and sad and miserable he was until he saw that card? And then he lit up.
Yeah, because he saw the card again.
And then he suddenly got this zing of energy and he's like, what is this? Started opening it up and then he got there right away to where Ilnam was. But that whole
yes.
year he wasn't doing anything.
Yeah, super depressed.
Yeah. And then lastly, my other theory why he was turning into Ilnam as well and turning into this
The
character.
man he swore
the man he swore, yeah.
he would never become.
Yeah. Ilnam got into this whole game situation. He started, I don't know if he started, but he's the game master, right? He has a son and he was trying to find his son, right? It was one of them. I don't know if it was one of the reasons of him starting the game. Maybe one of the theories I read as well. But anyway, he was trying to look for his son. And instead of actually looking for his son now that he has all of this money with him, he left his son behind. And he got so addicted to the games. And he got so addicted to this life of playing the puppeteer with everyone else. But Ilnam didn't board his plane to go to his daughter when he promised her that he would... Sorry, Gihun. He didn't board his plane and he promised his daughter that he would go. And then as soon as he saw someone who was being reeled into this whole game situation because the guy with the red and the blue card was on the train station.
He took his spot, remember?
He took his spot. He took the card. He called the front man. He said he wanted to get into the games. He's not a betting horse. And it all goes back to the betting horses of him in episode 1 or 2 where he was betting horses. It's all so masterfully created. But anyway, I'm digressing. He didn't go and visit his daughter. He was turning into Ilnam, who was who had all the means to find his son and never used his resources to do so. And now Gihon had so much money, he could hire his own private jet to fly to the US if he wanted to. And he waited for so long, for a year, to even get in touch with his daughter, which was one of the main reasons why he got in.
Yeah.
Because his mom was sick and he wanted to get enough money for his daughter to stay in Korea with him. But he opted to leave and turn back, which was the last scene. So we don't know what really happened. But if he opted to not get into the plane to visit his daughter, then that means he was also abandoning his duties as a father.
But it all comes
Just like
down
what
to like
Ilnam
the
did.
how you perceive the model of the story to the moral of the story to be. Do you think that in the end it was like, no matter what, we will always go back to our roots, because that could be one of the morals, or the other one was like, even if you have all the money in the world,
Right.
you could still be more greedy and try to play the game again just to see if you can win it twice the amount of money. So
like gamblers, right? Like
Exactly,
you
it's
already
like-
have this big pool of money, and then you're like,
you like don't know when to walk
you have
away.
another urge
Yeah.
to bet again.
Yeah. So it's really like how the moral, but I think for me the way I saw the whole Squid Game and what was the message that they were trying to put out is that people are in this world are now so focused on money that they will do whatever they can to gain it, like
Yeah.
mistreat their friends, push people aside, basically lifting
Kill
themselves up.
people.
Yeah, kill people basically just in order to make a few million
Yeah.
won. I don't know what's the exchange rate, but I know there's a lot. Like if it's a
Billion, yeah.
billion, then I'm pretty sure it's already in the millions in dollar or dirhams.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's how I see it. Like, and how people's like they're really, what's that thing called? Like a horse?
Laser focus.
Laser focused, and they have these things where they're like, all I want is money,
Yeah.
and I don't care how I'm gonna get it, and I don't care who I'm gonna hurt in the process.
But that was a symbolism of the pig, right? With all of the money, like it's there dangling above their heads, like a big carrot that everyone looks.
I would have
into.
taken my shoe and throw it, and let's see if
It's too high.
I have the baseball arm, they call it,
Okay.
and just do it like 10 times until it cracks.
And then
Let
someone
it
could have
fall.
shot you already.
Yes, that's true. I don't think of that.
Yeah. So
Yeah, but it was a really, 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 really well crafted show.
I don't
think
know.
it
I don't
pointed-
understand the hate that it's getting though with other people. I don't know. You can't please everyone else, right? But there are some people who are like, oh, but Alice in the Borderland, in the Borderland,
Alice in Borderland, Alice in
Yeah.
Wonderland.
Yeah.
yeah. So play on that.
is so
But
much
my
better.
sister
and
watched the
this
first
and that.
episode itself, and she said the first episode itself will get you hooked.
Yeah.
So I think that's something we should watch. And I've heard about it really a long time ago, but Janine and I, we really were super busy in the last few weeks.
yeah. So
So that's why we
having
start
this in our plates on our plates didn't really help.
And I'm so glad we accomplished this episode, and we're 48 minutes into it. And I'm really, really happy about that we actually finally recorded an episode.
Good theories, huh?
Really good theories, guys. And please do put into the comments your theories or something that you think we missed or something that you want to share with us about Squid Game. And we're really sorry for people who actually listened all the way up to this point and haven't seen Squid Game yet.
I don't think they would actually. I think they
but
would just
you
like
never know. You
shut
never
it
know.
off and be like, no, I don't want any spoilers. But if you haven't, you should, because I think it's really, really well done. The director of photography have like the
Director
scenes,
of music, everything.
the
everything.
acting, except for those VIPs. I'm sure it's a symbolism for something as well.
No, maybe I should. I don't know if we have enough time, but I'll just say it really quickly. So the VIP theory is that either they wanted to portray the Western side of the world as really ignorant and stupid,
Right.
and that's hence the bad acting. Because even Janine and I, we kept constantly kept saying their acting is so bad.
It's crazy how, because you see the huge difference between how good the Korean actors were, and then shifts to those VIPs
has
who
like a-
don't even know how to utter a word.
A to Z, you know.
Yeah.
But another theory is that it was made primarily for a Korean audience, so they wanted to dumb down the character to some extent. So even when they hear the VIP speaking in English, they would understand it.
Mm,
And
okay.
there was one more, the lack of white actors in Korea, because most of the white people in Korea are actually like top executives for one of the
Right.
multinationals, or they're English teachers who really don't know the first thing about acting. So it could
Acting.
be a combination of all those, or maybe one of the other.
Right. Yeah, that
But
can
yeah,
actually be a thing as well.
yeah,
Yeah, because there wouldn't be a lot of maybe
white
white
actors
actors.
in
Yeah.
the middle of Asia. Yeah,
Yeah.
so yeah, I'm really excited if there is a season 2 of Squid Game. But I honestly know that it won't happen anytime soon.
Yeah.
But for me, I was really excited when I first saw the trailer. I even told you, yeah, like, oh, the Squid Game. See the trailer.
Yeah.
Something really cool
We-
that's
we-
about
we-
to go down.
Well, we were watching Casa de Papel at that time, right? And then
I
we
want to
saw
do
it.
5 episodes of this podcast just based on that show, because that is the best show I've ever seen in my entire life. And I can't wait for December
3?
3rd
Yeah, December 3.
for it to finish, and we know what's gonna happen. And
Okay.
there's something about that show, guys, that really, 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 it really shows how the Western world now is really slacking when it comes to pushing out quality
That-
TV shows,
That's actually true.
and the world is really taking over and showing how much how creative people are outside the U.S. And we should really stop focusing and giving all our love to Hollywood, because if you just look outside to how other countries are doing, they're really coming up.
Yeah.
So,
And I would love to see more awards being given to the rest of the world.
yeah, to foreign
foreign films.
films, yeah.
Yeah. Just like Parasite.
Oh,
The
yes,
first,
yes,
right?
yes.
The first
non-Western Hollywood
Yeah.
movie to ever win a Grammy.
Oscars.
Yeah.
Grammy is for music, dude.
Sorry,
Okay. Want to close it all up?
you close it. I already opened. So.
Oh yeah, I did. Well, thank you so much everyone for listening to us babble about Squid Game. We're just like a fangirl and a fanboy, and really kudos to the director.
Two wannabe film critics. I would
Yeah.
want to say.
I would just have to say kudos to the director. He's been working on this since 2009, and he's been rejected a couple of times with his idea, but he still persevered. He pushed through, and look at where this got him. But also Netflix, please give him a hefty paycheck, because they only paid him, of course, the amount that he asked for in the contract signing, and
Due to the
since
success of it, I feel he
the
deserves
whole
so much
like
more.
it took everyone is talking about Squid Games. Every single country has a version of a Squid Game something.
If you don't
Squid
believe
Game
us, just
cafes.
Google Halloween costume, and
gosh.
one of the workers will come up. Especially in the UAE,
Yeah.
they really know how to really make something really explode. Squid Game, like what you were saying. What?
Yeah.
Squid Game.
The cafes, like there are
Cafe.
restaurants, cafes, there are, I don't know, pop-ups in Korea, metro station. There's this DJ that you were just showing me who
Zed.
who transformed the Pink Soldier music
And
to
kid-friendly Squid Games that are actually happening in malls right now.
yes. So it's crazy.
It's crazy. It's really
But-
taking the world by storm.
So they
And-
should pay him more than what he
No,
asked
but you know
for.
how Netflix works, right? They really buy the rights off you. So once it's with Netflix, they don't owe you anything anymore.
I know, but yeah, they should. Only fair.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens.
It's just like a bonus, right? When you're in a company, this is the salary that you have, this is what's in
Oh,
your
yeah.
contract. But if
Based
everything
on your
really goes
performance.
exactly
Yeah.
based on your performance and the company's performance, if they achieve and overachieve the budget for that year, then they give their employees like,
Yes.
here's the hefty bonus for you guys. Congratulations.
Enjoy
Yeah.
all your hard work and dedication.
Exactly.
So yeah, that's the moral. I think we're gonna end with like what you said. He started in 2009,
2009.
trying to pitch the show,
Yeah.
and no one ever bought. So guys,
If
don't
you believe in
don't
something.
give up on your dreams. Really, if
Yeah.
you really believe it, like I want you to finish what you're about to
Yeah,
say.
don't give up on your dreams. If you really believe in something, go for it, and don't let people define, your dreams are nothing. Because I'm sure some of those directors are like, oh no, that's been done before.
Especially when it comes to movies, right? It's
Yeah.
a very, 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 very hard industry to penetrate. But I think
But look at what he did really, really well. So kudos to him, and also kindness. To me, I think the moral of the whole Squid Game story is kindness can really get you a long, long, long way. Yeah. Because I think that Ilnam, because of Gihon's kindness to him, whatever happened, even if he didn't get as lucky as what happened, I think he would make sure that Gihon will not get harmed because he was so kind to Ilnam. So
Ali was the best character. When the scene about Ali happened, when the scene happened to Ali that he was fooled,
yeah.
and I was just like,
I
That's
think
when
I saw some tears like coming out of your.
Yeah, I wanted to honestly jump inside your TV and save him. Like literally, I was like, I wonder if I can do that. But then I know it had to take its course, and yeah, I accepted it after some
Really
time.
good acting from everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Really, really well done
Mhm.
for the show. Yeah. So, sorry guys. We
We decided to revisit it again.
exactly. There's a lot of words and a lot of feelings and emotions we had to get out of our chest for that particular series. But well done to I don't even know his name, the director of Squid Game, the production team,
Mhm.
everyone else. And well done to you for sticking with us up to this point. So, thank you so much for patiently waiting for another episode for from us to come out. And we're really thankful for all of our listeners.
Yeah.
If you'd like to know more, please make sure that you follow us on Instagram at Have a Nice Day Podcast. You can also send us an email, haveaniceday@gmail.com if you
Have
have
a nice
any
day show.
Have a Nice Day Show at gmail.com if you have any questions. We haven't even looked at our Google form entries.
Oh, we should do
We
that
still have
right
a
after
lot
this. Yeah.
of pending
Maybe in next episode
entries.
we can do
Yeah.
handy advice.
If you have any questions,
We want to
any
get
advice,
one more guest as well.
yes, that you would like us to tackle or, just give our 2 cents about it, please send us your handy advice questions into our Google Forms where the link will be added into the description of YouTube, the description of the podcast, and you'll also find it within our link in bio on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
Please rate and review the podcast on Apple Podcasts and make sure that you like and subscribe on YouTube and hit the notification bell so you get notified when we have something new that's coming out. Am I doing well?
Doing so well.
Been
Wow.
a while.
That's a mouthful.
And that's it. We thank you. Thank you so much for listening and sticking with us.
We love you guys.
We really, 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 really love you guys. And on that note, have a nice day. We love you guys.
You like you as a friend.
Bye.
Bye.